everybody. This is American Nana, and I hope everybody is doing well. I've had too much time on my hands with all this stuff going on in the Karen Reed pre-motions. And I have a few questions. How does a judge rule that a dog behavioral specialist can be considered a dog bite expert and to not allow a voir dire? How's that how's that even possible? Now this same judge also made the defense produce their specialist, a medical professional, one of the few in the country with as much experience as this young lady in identifying bite marks. She not only taught, she not only worked in ER for over 30 years. Do you people have any idea what that's like? She saw more things than you'll ever see. Yet she had to come and sit for 2 days. And then the judge said it was a close call. Now, personally, I don't think you're going to find a jury to ever convict Karen Reed. And I think y'all know that. So the only way she gets found guilty is if y'all have enough people that you can get to. And as far as your arms reach, I don't think that'll happen. And Judge Cannone, to argue a case for the prosecution when you're the judge, I think shows pretty good bias in my opinion. And I'm sure her attorneys pick up on it because I'm just a nana. But judges aren't supposed to argue for the prosecution. In some of your rulings, you state things as though they're facts, when in fact they're not. So that bothers me. I'm not sure why you did not grant the motion to dismiss or even have an evidentiary hearing on it. I have no idea. So, the other thing that bothers me is for you to sit up there wearing that black robe and accuse the defense of not having candor for the court or candor to the court, however you word it. And I don't have any lawyering. Okay, we know I don't have any. I'm not a lawyer niece. I don't have that. But we're going to play a game for just a minute. You see, during the trial, okay, the comment, I'm going to kind of jump around, but the comment regarding the retainer, let me help you out with that one, okay? You see, when the Commonwealth and the defense both received the report, both of them were entitled to reach out. They were told they could, I guess, in some form or fashion. They had to have because um, Alan Jackson reached out and wanted to hire the ARCA guys. They had a discussion, but the ARCA guys were already in a contract with the FBI. So he said, let me check. When he found out that he could not be hired by Alan Jackson, that was the discussion of the retainer. That's 100% honest. And I don't know the legality part of it to know if he was supposed to have had to tell you that he had tried to hire the ARCA people, but the FBI said that he could not just because it was a thought, basically, and he was checking about retaining them. Personally, I don't think that's any of the court's business until it's a done deal. So that's the discussion of the retainer. I think you're just all hot and bothered and pissed off because you thought they lied to you. You were so hot and bothered because you thought you could get rid of them. You thought you finally had them. All because the illusionist, Hank Brennan, who has a thing about the government, so it's really funny that he likes being part of it right now. He even calls the government corrupt. Now he's a big part of helping corrupt it further. You know darn good and well what you're doing, Hank Brennan. Persecuting an innocent woman. It's just, who are these people that are so powerful that you are willing to look an absolute witch in a black robe because you have disgraced the bench? Anybody that was on the fence about what they think about judges and attorneys, they done jumped off and said, "Stay away from me." Their minds are made up now because of the disgusting behavior, because you're proving that you're not looking for justice. Unless somebody walked up and slapped you across the face with a fish and you still don't get it, you're not that stupid. The entire world knows that Karen Reed did not hit John O'Keefe. And for Brennan to be wasting everybody's time with all these things that he wants to say that Karen Reed did or did not say, or she meant this when she said it. Well, first off, you'll never figure out what she meant because you're looking at it the wrong way. So let me help you out. Karen Reed was in a relationship with this man for 2 years, and they were at a rough spot. When you go through rough spots, and I'm sure every one of you little whippersnappers that are acting like jerks have been through them. They take a while to get over. Sometimes you get over them and you come back. Sometimes you get over them and you don't come back. Sometimes you come back and they keep happening and you leave again. It's not just in a moment. But for you disgusting adults to insinuate, even though, according to Paul O'Keefe, the children want to testify, you guys know you know that Karen Reed did not kill John O'Keefe. And one day those children are going to figure this out. And they're going to look back and they're going to have to live with the fact that they got up there and said the things that you're allowing them to do. This is wrong. It's wrong. You know, a, 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 a husband and wife can get in an argument, and one can tell one to get out, and the other can say, pack your bags or whatever, and the kids hear them. And then the next day, everything's back to normal. The kids don't know why, but nothing changed. Well, that's what was going on in the O'Keefe's house. John O'Keefe's. Did y'all not listen to his voice messages or his text messages? The the 28th? He's the one that wanted Karen to come. He was going to need a ride. He needed Karen to come. So just because he was mad at her that morning over donuts and she was mad at how he was acting a jackass, doesn't mean they were having these major issues. And just because she thought and she made a comment to him about, if it's over, and they were at a kind of an impasse. A lot of people go through that. You get in the same rut of everything. Or maybe he was just getting tired. He seemed to like his bachelorhood and the freedom it gave him. Maybe he didn't want to commit. Who knows? Karen didn't kill him. I mean, where's your foundation for that? Where is it? And why in the world did it become the defense's job to tell you who else could have killed him? You see, the problem there is if you'd have had a thorough investigation, you'd know who killed him. But since y'all all want to get up there on the stand and act like everything that happened because it was snowing and make people think that was a very good investigation, whoa. The defense has the nerve to bring an FBI specialist in, a retired FBI specialist, who can say what the proper protocol would be if you found a dead police officer on another police officer's front yard. Even if you didn't know if it was a police officer yet, a dead man on somebody's front yard, he'll tell you what you should do. Now, I'm just going to tell you what I think. I think that when the jury went back, they got confused because they don't know how you're supposed to operate a an investigation. I thought, surely they're going to be back there 10, 15 minutes to come out because, number one, there ain't nothing but doubt. That's it, reasonable doubt, unreasonable doubt, or nothing but doubt was left at the end of the prosecution, in my opinion. Nothing but doubt. But the juries didn't understand that. They thought you were trying to fool them, basically. I don't know. So they weren't real sure because they knew she didn't do it. But what are they supposed to do after that point? Because somebody did it, basically. Oh, but my first comment, I think, as a juror, when it all started happening, y'all lost me at the solo cups. Weed blower was pretty interesting. The fact that nobody came outside the house. But you know what, guys? It's not just that they didn't come outside the house when the police showed up, but something that just I keep missing. I keep missing this, and all of a sudden it's like, duh, it's not Chloe didn't bark at 5 in the morning or 6 in the morning when the people showed up. Chloe didn't bark when John O'Keefe was put on that lawn. My dog would have gone insane. See, we're all missing so many different points to this. I cannot get over that they said they slept through it. That's a bald-faced lie. I mean, there ain't no way to say it any other way. You're lying. There's no way in hell you would have slept through that. And I'm so glad to learn that one of your neighbors actually did wake up because of the commotion in front of your house. So that'll just help you look even more the fool. But the crazy fools are the ones that would believe that you actually slept through that. But you're going to get on the stand, you're going to talk about sleeping through it again, and y'all get to go through the butt dials. Yep, because y'all seem to think that the rest of America thinks that y'all got the best muscles in y'all's asses as anybody in the world. Do butt dialing, do butt answering. I don't even want to try to visualize how a drunk 40-year-old slob was making whoopee and his butt cheeks called his buddy. I mean, just the thought of a sloppy drunk, as long as they'd been married, that would have been a no deed. I mean, give me a break. We're supposed to believe that oh sloppy drunk Brian Albert went upstairs and got frisky with his wife, and then his ass called Brian Higgins. Y'all are rather hysterical in that thought. But that's okay, Beverly. Keep thinking that we're buying this shit as y'all lay it out. And I mean, it's same old, same old. It's going to be the same story because his butt kind of changed its mind between trials. Brennan, you need to quit acting like you're this sweet, innocent man on a white horse. You got them devil ears coming out. Your tail's gonna start getting forked here pretty soon. How you can persecute an innocent woman, but you thought Whitey Bulger got the raw end of the stick too, so I guess that just goes to your morals, doesn't it? This goes right along with what kind of person you are. So Beverly, you keep on ruling. You keep on ruling for the Commonwealth, and you keep on fighting the defense. Somebody's going to shut y'all down. Karen Reed is not going to be convicted because you're not going to find 12 people that you could convince that she did it. And the reason I'm saying that is I could have been a juror on that case. I mean, I can't, but I could have because I knew nothing about it. I knew a woman was accused of backing into her police boyfriend. That's all I knew. I went in with fresh eyes, no opinion. Show me the case. And there was nothing but reasonable doubt in your case. And then when you oh, okay. Then you bring in the video, the mirrored video, and then you keep producing videos. And Beverly says, "But that's okay because we have it for trial 2.0." No, it's not okay, Beverly. It's not okay. They should not have had to ask for that information. It should have been given to them because, after all, Beverly, it's the murder weapon. And I have never, ever seen an investigation that did not have a million photos of said murder weapon. Y'all didn't take one dang photo. Not one. And nobody's that stupid. You guys, you guys investigated rubber ducks, rubber flipping ducks. You spent more man hours on rubber flipping ducks than you spent on John O'Keefe on his murder. And y'all thought y'all could just blame it on the girl. And the world sees what you're doing. And that is why it's so funny because Brennan can get up there and whine and pretend that he's all righteous when you're the biggest slime bag I've ever seen. And Beverly's rulings are just, I thought you'd have a little bit more sense. Who's worth this? Who is worth this? I mean, when you sell your soul, who do you sell it to? What's the price? Everybody says conspiracy theorists, and no, not at all. It's not at all conspiracy theorists. You guys are more corrupt than I can't believe this happened in my lifetime and that I was even paying attention when it did. I hope to see Massachusetts have a lot of changes in the legal aspect. The corruption that's running rampant in your state, you should be ashamed. And I find humor, well, actually sadness, that Proctor's sister and wife would come on their national news that gave them their 15 seconds of fame to plead for their brother husband and claim how he just got upset because no, sweetheart, he didn't just get upset. That just shows the kind of person he is. And you can come on here and say that they went through 15 years of his shit and didn't find anything. Doesn't mean it's true. Doesn't mean it's true. But everybody on his text message thread needs to be gone because that's the good old boys who stick up for the good old boys. And stand by your man. That's just is about as revolting display of womanhood I've ever seen. It's just really you think so little of yourself that you're gonna get on national TV and tell people that Proctor, Michael Proctor, disgraced, dishonorably discharged Michael Proctor. It was all Karen Reed's fault. is all little old Karen Reed's fault. Sweet pea, Karen Reed did not kill John O'Keefe, and Proctor helped cover it up. And the world knows that too. And he deserves what he got. And yeah. But if you're in with the people that are going to pay him to be quiet, you know, if ever you become what is it, a threat to them or a pain in their butt or they get tired of you, I guess we all know what happens then, huh? Whitey Bulger's attorney can fill you in. That's about how they did things. He seems okay with all that. Personally, I think Whitey, I've read a little bit now about it, and he deserved what he got, in my opinion. Took some innocent lives. Family suffered. So, y'all, remember, from the moment John O'Keefe would have been put on that front yard, the dog would have been going crazy in that house. So, not only would each and every guest that walked out the door have to have seen him, I mean, it was barely even snowing. And no matter how you look at it, you got peripheral vision and your brain just kind of takes things in. You would have seen a man laying out there. But the dog, the dog would have not hushed at all. It would have been going absolutely nuts if there was a man dying on your front yard. There's no other way to explain that. It's not just a matter of did Chloe wake you up when everybody came over. Chloe didn't drive you crazy when John O'Keefe was left out there on your front yard when supposedly Karen hit him. Your dog would have been beside itself. Chloe would have been just going crazy, whether she liked strangers or not. The fact is, if there was an injured person in a front yard, Chloe would have been going crazy. So, can y'all explain that one? I guess you're going to say that she's not doesn't have senses like other dogs. I'm guessing that would be your only answer because any other dog would be going crazy. So it is what it is, right? Those are just a few things, and I'm sure I'll have some more. I lost my shoe, but those things have been bothering me, and I don't think I've come on and said it. And if I did, oh well, I'm sorry. I'm saying it again. It's just wow. I'm going back through some of the old testimonies, and I may have some things to, you know, say. But I'm 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 just in awe that Beverly will do this in front of the world. If just me, if I can tell that she's doing things that are wrong, and I know there's got to be some legal something that can eventually be done to her. There's got to be. She's a disgrace to the robe. You don't know how to be fair to the defense and to the prosecution in the case of Karen Reed. You side for the Commonwealth each and every time, and you can't even say it's because he's a fallen officer. Because you You used to defend people, and you see this circus. You see the circus that the Commonwealth has spun, and you expect us to think that you see nothing wrong? Come on. Just don't insult my intelligence. All right, y'all. This is American Nana. I'm gonna head on out for now, but I just had a few things I just wanted to say. So I'll see y'all later. Bye.